how does Sam Merrill fit into the Cavs rotation? You would expect that there are some matchups where he can't guard, but he doesn't. And I haven't watched that intently. I don't think he gets that exposed on the defensive end.
I don't think it's that, to be perfectly honest with you. I got to watch what I say when it comes to the Sam Merrill thing, because apparently, I'm not doing it in a good enough way to make people understand it. So I'm going to try and start here. Sam Merrill is a great offensive weapon. Sam Merrill is somebody who has earned minutes. He deserves more playing time than what he has been getting, especially when this team got back to full strength. Okay, so now that we know that that's how I feel about the situation, now we know where I stand on that. Just like a lot of the other fans want to see more of Sam Merrill and believe that it's better for the Cavs because of his shooting, because of his spacing, because of his constant movement, because of the attention that he commands from an opposing defense. It's just not that easy. Unfortunately, it's not that easy. Dave, there are 240 minutes in a basketball game. Sam Merrill can play two positions. Two. Yeah. He can play the 2 and the 3. Those are the deepest positions that the Cavs have on this roster. So if he's going to play more, it's going to come at the expense of somebody who is in the nightly rotation, right? Because JB Bickerstaff is most comfortable playing 9. Sometimes he'll play 10, but even if he goes to 10, there aren't a bunch of minutes for that 10th guy. Donovan Mitchell is going to get somewhere between 35 and 37 minutes. We know that. Darius Garland is going to get somewhere between 32 and 36 minutes. Max Strus is going to get somewhere between 32 and 36 minutes. Caris LeVert is going to get somewhere between 26 and 32 minutes. Isaac Okoro needs to play. All those guys play the same position as Sam Merrill. So I just don't know what the solution is to create more minutes for him. It's really easy to say, well, there are a couple of other guys underperforming like George Niang and Dean Wade. Take them out of the lineup. Take them out of the rotation. Okay, they don't play the same position Sam Merrill does. They occupy the 4 spot, not the 2 and the 3. So if Sam Merrill is going to play more minutes, it's going to come at the expense of one of these guys would have to lose minutes for this to happen. Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Max Strus, Isaac Okoro, Caris LeVert. And it's hard to justify any of those guys losing a large chunk of minutes given the role that they have on this roster and given their importance and the skill set that they bring to the table. They need Caris LeVert's shot creation and playmaking, right? They need Isaac Okoro's on-ball perimeter defense. They need Max Strus and all the things that he brings to the table. He's been one of their most effective players throughout the entire season. So I just think it's going to have to continue to be a situational thing with Sam Merrill. As frustrating as that is, in the words of Sam Merrill the other night after the Detroit game, we got a lot of guys. We got a lot of good players. There's not enough room for everybody who deserves minutes.
Yeah, you know what? That's well said. And it may be a thing of, well, Max isn't hitting his 3 tonight. Right. We need Merrill in there. So, yeah, I got you. That well said. Chris.
Or you know what, Dave? It might be a situation where teams are just completely ignoring Isaac Okoro and the Cavs feel like their offense is bogging down and they say, we're going to make the sacrifice. We're going to sacrifice defense for offense. Or they feel like they're not creating enough movement on the offensive end of the floor. They need Sam Merrill to create some of that offensive movement. I just think it's going to be based on matchup. I think it's going to be based on time and score. I think it's going to be based on opponent. I think it's going to be based on game flow. And that's built into your role if you're the 9th, 10 guy on this roster. Not everybody can have the role of Donovan Mitchell, right? Where the minutes are going to be guaranteed no matter what happens.